Welcome back to Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers, Champagne Beverage, as well as Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond. We always like to keep track of all of our Lion alumni, especially when one throws out the first pitch of the 2014 Major League Baseball season as Wade Miley was on the mound against the Dodgers. Here's some footage and some sound from the MLB Network.
Honored to be able to throw the first pitch of the year in Sydney, Australia. For me, taking the start is just I'm just going to go out and throw just like it's any other start, like it's the 15th start of the year. Try to set the tone right out of the gate, you know, for our team and for what we want to do this year.
27-year-old Wade Miley was an all-star in his rookie campaign in 2012, a first-round supplemental choice in 2008. 27-year-old southpaw getting the opening day assignment tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty exciting, not only to get the opening day, but to do it in Australia. And I think for Wade Miley, again, he's maturing. This is a campaign where he's looking to not only bolster their staff, but if you weren't named Miley or Corbin, the rest of the starters did not fare very well for the Diamondbacks. For Wade Miley, what you want to have, if this is going to be successful, keep the infielders busy. What I mean by that, he gets a lot of ground ball outs. If he gets 12 ground ball outs, 7-1, coming of age, learning not only to fight with himself, but settle himself in the role and mechanically, and then he uses all of his pitches. Wade Miley is under the radar as far as left-handers go, and he is going to look to try to settle this defense, this offense that the Dodgers have by mixing his pitches and being successful with all of them.
Here in Australia, later on today in the U.S., and Yasiel Puig swings at an 0-2 pitch, and the first out of 2014 is in the books. And a called strike three. Back-to-back punch-outs for Wade Miley. He hasn't used the defense behind him yet, but we'll take a look at it anyway. Hanley puts it in play. A ground ball chance for Aaron Hill on what's been described as a fast infield here in Sydney. And the top of the first is in the books.
Well, we always like to keep track of Lion alumni, especially those guys playing on in the major league profession, but man, Wade Miley, a chance to be the opening day starter for the Diamondbacks. That's pretty special.
Oh, very special. And Wade's worked extremely hard. You know, honestly, he did a good, fantastic job here at Southeastern. I had the fortunate enough to coach him for a year. The year he got drafted out of Southeastern 2008 as a first rounder. And yeah, obviously he got the nod for opening day in Australia, and obviously excited, had a nice outing, and did a really, really good job.
All right, it's now time for the tip of the week with Coach Matt Reiser.
Hi, welcome to this week's Tip of the Week. To help demonstrate this week's tip, we got freshman outfielder Jacob Seward from Brother Martin High School. This week's Tip of the Week is the art of the diving catch in the outfield. We do a good job of making sure we accelerate through the baseball, don't stop. We gain ground and not air. He'll stay low to the ground, low center of gravity, and accelerate his glove through the catch. To help demonstrate this, we'll show our diving drill that we do every week. Go ahead. To do a good job, accelerate through the baseball, all the way through, and accelerate, get his glove underneath, making the catch there for the nice diving catch, and that's this week's Tip of the Week.
We see Jacob Seward here on the Tip of the Week, and I think many people think, man, wait, you actually work on a drill for a diving catch, but you do, as we see it right there.
Yeah, you know, Jacob Seward's going to be probably the best center fielder I've ever coached. Obviously is to this day, but I think he will be from now on. And yeah, you see him do a good job there demonstrating the drill. You see the big catch, diving catch he had there on Tuesday night against Tulane, and he's had a number of them that have just been outstanding, top highlight reel type plays, and that's why he stays in lineup. He gives us quality at bats there in the 8-hole, 9-hole, and takes away more runs out there in center field than anybody else in the country.
All right, we're 2 weekends in. Let's go up and throw up the Southland Conference standings right here, man, as we take a look. Lions at 4-2, Nichols in first place at this point, 5-1. I think one thing that jumps out this week as we look at the standings is that Central Arkansas swept Sam Houston. Sam Houston had climbed all the way up to number 16 in the country in the polls. That just shows you the caliber of talent in this league.
Well, that just shows you, yeah, every weekend's a battle, no matter who you're playing in the Southland Conference. You know, Central Ark went down to Corpus last week, lost 2 out of 3, and they go back home and they sweep number 16 team in the country with Sam Houston State. I think they only had 4 losses going into the weekend all year, and obviously get swept on the weekend at Central Ark. And that's why we continue to harp on our guys, and obviously, you know, the game from Sunday, we keep telling them every single game is going to count. No matter where you're at or what you're doing, we've got to take advantage of every win we can get.
All right, let's take our final break. We come back, we'll take a look at the Lions' opponent for this weekend right here on Inside Southeastern Baseball with head coach Matt Reiser, presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers, Champagne Beverage, and Buddy's Bar and Grill right here in Hammond. Stay with us.